9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
It's the Queen Bee of WWT, Wrestling with Honey with
Honey Pop Predictions.
What is up, beautiful people? Happy Friday. You already know what time it is. It is time for our Honey Night SmackDown watch along as part of Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. I am your hostess with the mostest for the evening, the sweetest news queen of the Honey Pot, Wrestling with Honey. And I am so glad to be here. 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks away. We are 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. The road is pretty much at its end, and we have 2 weeks left. And tonight we have some action-packed stuff going on. We have the Tribal Chief in the house. We have CM Punk in the house. We have the debut of Rey Fénix, Naomi versus B-Fab, Jacob versus Braun Strowman in a last man standing match. We have some #1 contendership matches tonight. I just can't wait to get into it, man. And I'm just really, really happy to be here. I'm excited. I could not wait for today, especially leaving off how we did last week with the ultimate cliffhanger about that particular favor. So I really, really hope we'll be getting into that tonight. No telling what to expect. Oh, hey, Brock Lesnar guy and Chris Van Vliet right behind the commentator's table. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just so happy I was able to make it in time. I freshened up and had to pretty much get the day off of me and get myself ready for y'all. And I'm really, really, really excited. I can't wait. I don't even know what to expect. Hence, didn't have the predictions up for this evening. Don't know what to expect. We are pretty much over the European leg of that tour. So I think we are back on schedule. So I believe we should have some honey pot predictions returning. So I think it's only right. And it's springtime. The flowers are going to be blooming soon. We have the April showers, and then of course we have those bees that be buzzing. And that's definitely my favorite season. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody already here watching and viewing. Appreciate it. Boza, crazy to think this week and next week, and then we're in Vegas. It's unbelievable how much time flies. And I can't tell if we've been having fun or not, but I mean, I know I have. I've been having a lot of fun this past year. Going from WrestleMania 40 to where we are now, never would I have predicted we would be in this situation. Seth Rollins and Roman and CM Punk in a triple threat match, Naomi and Jade and where they stand, and it's just there's just so much that has completely turned around, and I think it's pretty awesome. So, and I'm really just looking forward to what the night brings. I hope you guys are too. Boza also says here that Nick Aldis revealed that Braun versus Jacob is a #1 contenders match. Also, DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns is a #1 contenders match. Yes, I heard that too. And yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be a pretty really good action packed night if you ask me. Papa Honey is in the house. What's up, Dad? Pachu, shout out to Pachu. Shout out to Andrea Price. So excited for WrestleMania 41, girl. I can't even begin to tell you. And of course, shout out to my WWT sister, Courtney. Happy Honey Night SmackDown, and the countdown to WrestleMania is on. It's official, y'all. It's official tissue. And it's just, where do we go from here? Where do we go, especially from after last week? Like how do we move forward from this? And what is next? We're also in Illinois tonight. Not far from CM Punk's stomping grounds. They're pretty much He's pretty much the hometown hero there. So I can't help but wonder, and I think I said it last week, I can't help but wonder when the final boss is going to show up and have something to do with this. But, I know we have the Cody thing and Cena thing on Mondays, but the CM Punk and Roman and Seth, like, I feel like there's still more in which the final boss could possibly be involved. Yeah, I suppose it's tonight, between SmackDown being tonight in Chicago, then AEW Dynasty Sunday in Philly. Good luck, y'all. And shout out to everybody who's going to be in the building, because it's it's going to be quite eventful. It's pretty insane, the amount of wrestling that just keeps coming out, and we just keep consuming, and before you know it, we're already at WrestleMania. Already. And who we kicking the show off with tonight? Ah, yes, of course. It would only make sense. Come on out, Phil. Come on out, Phil. Brandon Stevens, what's up? Beats me, Dad. Beats me. What the heck is the favor Paul owes Punk? I can only imagine it has something to do with gold. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? At this point, it could be anything. It could be anything. Or maybe it could be the fact that that Paul wants Punk. Maybe Punk wants Paul at his side for his match. But then, what about the tribal chief? Like, I'm not sure how that will work, but it's something big. That I do know. Hey, Bobby. Happy Friday to you. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everyone has had a great week and getting ready for the weekend. And we're kicking it off right with our favorite show, our favorite time of the week, Honey Night SmackDown. Benjamin, good to see you. Yes, world title match. Illinois is loud. And they are ready. The question is CM Punk ready? This is a moment he's been waiting for, working towards his whole career. He's always wanted to main event WrestleMania. Oh, wow, those kicks are dope. He's always wanted to main event WrestleMania. But if that's not the favor that Paul owes him, because it would seem that, he got this opportunity without him. Like, he didn't ask Paul to get this, to get that done for him. There's apparently something else that we're not seeing or hadn't paid attention to that CM Punk wants from Paul. Or maybe not from Paul, maybe from the tribal chief. I'm not sure. That's not the favor he's owed. Whatever that means. But boy, that's crazy. I can't even begin to think what it could be. I don't even know yet. I can't even tell yet. But Councilman did make a good point the past couple of shows. This past Wednesday, he made a good point and said that the favor could be that CM Punk not only main events for him, Rollins, and Reigns, but also main event the second night and insert himself into Cody and John Cena's match. A double main event, which would raise a really good point. So, I feel like to go for gold, yes, that of course is a goal. But what I'm saying is at what cost? Like, there has to be a specific moment, and what better moment for CM Punk to be able to capitalize on main eventing both nights. So I think that Councilman is pretty much onto something. But other than that, I'm not sure what else it could be. But you guys let me know in the chat. And don't forget to like and share this video as well. But let me know what you think in the chat, what this favor could possibly be. Tanya Johnson, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Happy Friday. Happy belated birthday to Diane, Bobby. Ooh, Texas Roadhouse. Very nice. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Boza says maybe a title shot at Backlash. Maybe. Nobody, that's true. He never really said when the favor was going to be fulfilled. Or when he wanted the favor or needed the favor. He never specifically mentioned a time. He's pretty much hyping up Chicago and holding the camera saying, challenging the overseas audience and telling Chicago to pretty much let them know where the real fans are. Oh, he says, I'm not supposed to be here. I was born at Silver Cross Hospital with a cord around my neck. I came out blue. They had to bring me back to life. Huh. I don't think I've ever known that information, but wow, that's pretty deep to start off the show. Interesting. Phil is preaching. He is preaching. Talking about he's not supposed to be here. I don't know if you heard this, but I'm in the main event of WrestleMania. Oh, we know. Oh, we know. How can we not know by now? Oh, he's tapping it. See, I'm telling you. He's egging on the Rock and tapping the goosebumps. And I'm telling you. If the Rock shows up right now. You have earned it. Yes, you have. Not only deserve it, you've earned it. You've worked for it. Nobody's discrediting anything you've worked for, and he's worked his way back up, CM Punk. Right. He paraded dressed like Al Capone on John Cena's entrance at WrestleMania and said, "That's as good as it gets for you, kid. You're not supposed to be here." Oh, you have no idea. The hard work definitely begins now. Oh, you better. Oh, you better thank your wife first. Shit. Is she coming though? That's what I really want to know. Oh boy, talking about Larry. Oh God, The Rock talked about Cody's dog last year. If he talks, if if The Rock comes out and does like a promo, starts talking about Larry, fun fact here from Stone Cold Courtney Rice says she says hard to believe yesterday marked 10 years ago AJ Lee retiring from WWE. I think that's so crazy. 10 years. Whew. Those numbers hit you in a certain way. Yes, you have a date at WrestleMania. He says he's going to whip Rollins' ass. Ooh. He's going to put a beating on the tribal chief. Well, that I'm not so sure about. I don't know if it's going to be that easy. Who's coming out? Oh. Uh-oh. The wise man is here. Ladies and gentlemen, is Paul Heyman. He just got here. Just got to Chicago. Best friend in the world. Is that so? Your best friend in the world. Got it. I hope Roman heard that. I hope Roman heard that. Because I want to be okay with that. Chanting ECW. Can't go a night without chanting that, especially if Paul Heyman's in the building. They are going to be in Philly for wrestling. As Boza said earlier, they're going to be a AEW dynasty. Mm. You hype it up CM Punk a lot here, Mr. Wiseman. You have a tribal chief that you answer to. So I'm not sure if I'm feeling this kind of energy right now. Where is the tribal chief anyway? And why hasn't he interrupted this madness? Hmm. Okay. What are we getting at, guys? This is the road to WrestleMania. We have 2 weeks left. We don't have time for all this talking and dilly-dallying. I think this is just what happens when my season comes along in April and the springtime and WrestleMania season is approaching. I just get anxious and impatient. but I'm doing my best. One more favor to ask of you. Paul has another favor. Please tell me the favor that I owe you. Wait, Roman's not here? So that Paul doesn't even know what he's talking about? I'm not sure I'm following. But apparently he wants him to reveal the favor. He wouldn't reveal it. Not until Roman Reigns shows up. Oh boy. The moment we've all been waiting for, y'all. It is happening. The debut of Rey Fenix. Tell me about it, Dad. Like, get there, like ASAP. Like, he needs to be there now. But the debut of Rey Fenix is going to be happening momentarily. Coming up next. Oh man, I'm so excited for him. Finally. All right, well. Okay, so CM Punk doesn't want to reveal what the favor is until Roman Reigns gets there. And so he told Paul, let me know when Big Chief gets there, and then I'll tell you. I don't know if I trust this. I don't know how I feel about this. And I'm not sure what to make of it or what to expect, but I'm intrigued. And of course, we're obviously going to find out what that could possibly be by the end of the night. At least I hope. We have, 2.5 more hours together. So let's hope. Here's hoping that we actually do find something out about this other favor that Paul Heyman doesn't even know about. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, well, pretty decent segment start. I kind of was expecting a little bit more. Maybe my expectations were a little too high at the start. I guess because we came out of Raw, like we pretty much finished Raw like the way we did, so strong. And then of course last week, cliffhanging off of SmackDown the way we did. I would have assumed that we were started in a pretty on a pretty crazy note. But that's okay. They're gonna build this up. That's fine. The slow cook. I see you, Triple H. I get it. That's how he does. Hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. Exactly, Bozo. Well put. Jeff Middling, good to see you, buddy. CM Punk is a bully, and Roman Reigns will be at him and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Beating Rollins and Punk will be a favor. Who knows? That is that could be a possibility, but I feel like it could be just a little bit more deeper than that. This hate runs deep between these three. And the story has to be right. And there's factors involved. You have Paul Heyman. you know, where does the final boss stand in all this? Like what, I'm not sure what more. It depends on what happens tonight, I guess. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Happy Friday, Aaron Teagle. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so ready. So ready for WrestleMania. I think we all are ready for WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver. Very ready. I just want the days to get here so we could just enjoy the madness that is the greatest spectacle all year round for us wrestling fans. I'm just and I a lot of people have been saying that it's kind of like a slow build, or it's like not as highly anticipated as it's projected to be, or like last year's feel. But I think by next week we'll be saying otherwise. I feel like we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. We got to just see where the journey takes us, or what kind of journey they want to take us on with their storytelling, because that's what wrestling is about, right? Storytelling. So maybe there's something that we're not seeing that we have to pay attention to. Yeah, that, I mean, well, considering the wild ride we went on through last year, forget it. Oh, what is this? What is this? What is Nathan Frazier doing on my SmackDown screen? What is this mess? It is Nathan Frazier, one half of the NXT champions, two-time, NXT champions, Fraxium. What's he? So he's the debut opponent for Ray Phoenix. Oh, this match is about to be stupid. That's why. Okay. All right. I'm not hating. See, this is what I want for Nathan Frazier. I wish Councilman was here too. This is what I want for Nathan Frazier. Oh, here we go. Debut of Ray Phoenix. Let's get into it first, y'all. You gotta hear that theme song and get into it. And there he is. Let's go. Ray Phoenix is in the building, y'all. There he is. Cue the freaking Tony Fumble chants right now. He took off a mask and had on another mask. I'm feeling that. Good for him. Wow, this is crazy. Huh. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. This match is about to be fun, guys. Oh shit. Try to keep your eyes glued to that TV, y'all. Great debut. At least as far as the entrance. Now let's see the match. But see, yeah, in regards to your comment, Boza, this is why I wish Councilman was here, because this is what I want for Nathan Frazier. I want the solo stuff. I don't need Fraxium anymore. I think I'm pretty much out. I've pretty much outlived it. Ooh, let's go. Come on, give us a show. This is what we need. But yes, like I feel like the way I feel about Austin Theory and Nathan Frazier, Lord, these men are agile and insane with their movements. But the same way I feel about Fraxium is the same way I feel about Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Like I feel like they're all better off alone. Do you think you're better off alone? Yeah, that I do. I think they are. Oh man. Last man standing match for the number one contendership for the US title. Oh God. Oh, and we got Charlotte and Tiffy time face to face. Shout outs to Charlotte, by the way. She did a fantastic interview on the Sherry Show. BFAB and Naomi tonight. That match is going to be disgusting. I can't wait. Jeff Merling says Nathan Frazier will lose to Ray Phoenix and the match across Frazier at Stand and Deliver. Ooh. Oh my God. Do you think they're going to put him and Axiom together? They're going to basically swap them out? Oh my God. That was sick. Little corkscrew jump right there. Indeed. Welcome to the WWE, sir. Moses says this is sick. I suspect more AEW stars will be eyeing WWE now with the success of Jade Cargill and Pentagon. Psst. And Ethan Page and Sean Spears. Same. I'm back. I'm happy that it's back to its original time. Like I was so over it. That's also, guys, why I'm sorry if I've been out of the loop and out of touch a bit, but that's why even I had to stop on the honey pot predictions because SmackDown was already going on and there were spoilers everywhere. So it's like not really kind of the point of doing predictions if y'all already saw what happened. You know what I mean? But I totally get it. And I'm glad that the UK fans and the fans in Spain and all that area and those countries were able to enjoy themselves and enjoy the show. Spain had never had a Raw or SmackDown or such like that, so it's really, really awesome to see the fans turn up and show out for WWE. So, but I do think it's awesome. But now I'm really glad to be back on schedule. And yeah. Ooh, this is a good question, Bobby. Bobby is asking, when Rusev returns in WWE, which brand would you like to see him on? I could honestly see him on any brand. I wouldn't mind seeing him on SmackDown. I feel like SmackDown could use some more star power, and I think he would fit in perfectly. So I think SmackDown. Come and have him here for the watch alongs too. Miro, Rusev, either way is fine. I don't care. To piggyback off Bobby's comment, Uncle Dave is claiming that Miro won't have CJ with him. That doesn't mean WWE hasn't been talking to CJ, in my opinion. I agree. Yeah, I think if anything, they're probably at a space where they're keeping their personal and their work relationships completely separate from each other. Because sometimes with certain things like that, if you're not careful, they can create complications. But they both seem to be in a much more mature space, and I'm just happy that they're able to rekindle their love again, because I love over here. I love a lot. Fernando, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Anton Phillips. Yes, apparently there's a lot of rumors going around that Kevin Owens is injured and will not be able to compete for WrestleMania 41. Um, there's also been reports saying that he could possibly address that situation tonight. So I don't know. But if KO can't wrestle at WrestleMania 41, what is Randy Orton going to do? I mean, I'm sure there'll be something we could find for Randy. Yeah, I mean, I think we could get something for Randy, if not Kevin Owens. Unless, I mean, who knows? It could be just Kevin Owens messing with us. Just saying. They're going to be in California next week for Monday on Raw at Sacramento. April 18th in Vegas. These two are putting on a show. Ooh, hell of a drop kick right there by Ray Phoenix up to the top rope. Oh my goodness. Completely tight roped and punted Nathan Frazier. He's looking to end it. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do you not? Wow. How do you kick out of that drop? He dropped him on his head, y'all. Did you guys see that move? That driver that he just did? Oh, literally on his head. Wrestling couples have a long history of not ending well, so good for Rusev and Lana. Well, listen, I know one couple that has always stood very strong from the very beginning, and that is Miz and Maurice. Miz and Mrs. Uh-oh. Ray Phoenix bringing some life back to this match. I don't know what kind of kick that was, but that was fabulous. Oh my God, Ray Phoenix, what are you doing? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was going to say there's no kicking out of that. Oh, he's getting emotional. Good for him. That was a Mexican muscle buster. That was a hell of a move. Shout outs to Nathan Frazier. He did his part. That was a phenomenal debut. Round of applause. Round of applause for Ray Phoenix in this chat right now. Yes, sir. In the WWE ring, baby. Welcome. Welcome. I have a lot of history with all of you here in Chicago. Tonight's not the debut of Ray Phoenix. Tonight is so much more. He's reborn. Let's go. Congrats and welcome to the team, Ray Phoenix. Of course, Legado de Fantasma is very impressed with that performance. At least Santos is. Oh boy. Ray Phoenix versus Humberto. Looks like that'll be going on next week. And of course, tonight, tag team #1 contenders match is on the line between the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. Of course, there's nothing you could say about these two teams except for the fact that these two definitely have a lot of history together, and they continue to make history together. So we're just gonna see them go at it tonight and see who will face the Street Profits come WrestleMania. Courtney says, wonderful debut match for Ray Phoenix. I think he can be a future opponent for LA Knight and Money in the Bank. Absolutely. I think that is definitely a possibility. If not, maybe. Well, you know what? Yeah, Money in the Bank, though. Money in the Bank, I feel like would be more likely. And he would be sick in a Money in the Bank ladder match. He would definitely be the highlight reel. Well, yeah, Tommaso Ciampa's not really. He's in a tag team, but one-on-one, I think Ray Phoenix versus anybody would be fine. This is well, okay. Well, all right, guys. Honey Night SmackDown off to a wonderful start. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this video as well. Shout outs to everybody here in the chat. Eric Tate says it sucks Ray Phoenix can't be in this year's WWE 2K25 game. Well, maybe they could be added on as DLC. They could be added on as downloadable content where you have him, Penta, maybe a few other new faces, or maybe some of the LFG students or something like that, or the Evolve wrestlers. Like, I feel like that would be cool. Like if they did add them as downloadable. Where will Money in the Bank be this year? That's a good question. Money in the Bank 2025. Let's see. Oh, well, Penta is definitely in the game. Oh, so Penta's an add-on. So maybe they'll do the same thing for Ray Phoenix. Well, let me see. So Money in the Bank is going to be at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. That's according to a report last month, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, apparently 2 weeks ago, even they're saying it's rumored to be in LA, but I'm sure they'll be announcing that soon. The Fontainebleau. It's going to be a hell of a week in Vegas. Oh my God, Drew, what's with the eye patch? Oh, because of the glass. After he got choke slammed onto a car. Of course. Drew given Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know how I feel about this eye patch on Drew. But I know it's for good reason. Dad says, hey, it's a one-eyed Mackin crier. One-eyed Mackin crier. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fernando begs a really good question. And I'm gonna pose this question to you guys in the chat as well. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments. But how long should WWE wait to put Ray and Penta together again? Kind of like Humpty Dumpty. Fernando says, Captain Drew Sparrow. I'm so done. Not even like, it's like Captain Drew Barbosa. But yeah, that's a really good question. How long should WWE wait to put Ray and Penta together again? I mean, I give it a good year. I don't see why not. Of course, we're seeing the aftermath of what happened last week. Jacob Fatu attacking Braun Strowman during his match. And now Byron Saxton talking to the big man, that big SOB. And he is pissed and he means business. Ooh, he's trying to complete his grand slam. That's right. If he does that, oh shit, Braun Strowman. Oh boy, Solo. Solo and Tamatonga are standing there like they're supposed to intimidate Braun. Like, but of course, there's the megastar. It's always good to have backup. Ooh. The yeah. I don't know. Nothing was better than that Jacob Fatu insult with the shakes for me. That was my favorite LA Knight insult. It can't get better than that. Boza thinks realistically 6 months to a year. I wouldn't be surprised if one gets moved to put them back together in the draft. I agree. I agree with that too. Bobby also says maybe we could wait to put maybe WWE could wait to put the Lucha Bros together until next year. Yeah, I think that would be ideal. And it would make sense. We want them to be able to build up individually because we all know that they're meant to be together. If you just force feed that on us, it's going to look like everything else that they've done. And you want to make it different for them. Benjamin Lamping also says a year. Bobby believes that LA Knight has a big target on his back now that Rey Fenix is here in WWE. Dad says, I predict Jacob's going to lose his cool tonight with Solo trying to interfere. I see Fatu getting that U.S. title at Mania. Interesting. I mean, I don't know what to expect for Jacob Fatu. I don't even know how Jacob Fatu is going to make it to WrestleMania if he's going to be in a last man standing match tonight. LA Knight's promos definitely give you a chuckle or two. Totally understand that. D-Ron, good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. I'm here for the Honey Night SmackDown watch along as per usual. Thank you for joining us. A lot already happening tonight. An hour just went by, just like that. An hour just went by. It's about to be 9 o'clock now. Like, isn't that crazy? We really do have fun doing this, you know? Dad says, as far as Penta and Ray Phoenix, is the WWE going to Mexico soon? That would be a great pop. I think that's something that they could definitely capitalize on. I think they should be doing that soon. That would be good for also Stephanie Vicker, Legado de Fantasma Andrade, you know, Dominic, even Ray. That'll be pretty cool. That'll be pretty cool. And of course, Chad Gable. Benjamin says it's going to be crazy when SmackDown goes back to 2 hours in May or June. I know. And then we're going to be so pissed because then it's going to be too short again. Like, can never be satisfied. Here comes Tamatonga. Tamatonga versus LA Knight. This should be a good match. These Samoan boys just running shit. Every time I see Solo Sikoa, I just cringe. Because you guys will never believe what happened to me last week. So there's this thing that we do. If you guys haven't, please go check out the Kayfabe podcast hosted by the Councilman, myself, and Dion from All Star Fandom. We have this thing, this rule, where if we are tardy, we have to say something that pretty much shakes us to the core, to the point where it's like something we know we don't want to say because it goes against everything we believe in. And I was the tardy one last week. And I had 3 choices. They were very kind enough to give me choices of these things to say. However, one of them had to do with Solo Sikoa. Because I was late and tardy to the Kayfabe podcast last week, I had the option to say, I first had to acknowledge that Roman was not my tribal chief and acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief. That was option 1. Option 2 was Brett was pretty mid. And if you guys know how I feel about Bret Hart, you know. And the third option was Bret should have put his hand up. And you know what, guys? that was probably one of the most messed up things I'd ever gone through mentally, because there's no way, as much as I and acknowledge and talk shit about Solo Sokoa, as much as I acknowledge Roman Reigns every week and you know, support the tribal chief, have the Ulafala right here, you know, dress like him, show tribute to his story and his greatness. There was no way that they were going to get me to say those things about Bret the Hitman Hart. Absolutely not. So I had to, unfortunately, acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief. just for the moment, for being late. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Option 4, call dad and kick all their candy asses. No, man, it was pretty much Dion's choices. The Bret Hart choices were Dion's choices. Technically, those shouldn't have counted because as choices at all, because the whole statement that I had to say, which was the Solo thing, and I knew that. You know what I mean? Like, but they were just doing that to mess with me. And I'm going to get them back, because revenge is a dish best served cold. And I like to do the slow cook for revenge. So it's going to come off cold. But the pot on the spot on the bottom, it's going to be heated up. And then we're going to have a problem. But I'm coming for you, Councilman and Dion. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Shout outs to Councilman and Dion. Hope they're doing well. I'm going to be seeing those boys tomorrow for the Kayfabe podcast. Also, potentially going to be doing some work with Councilman for Straight Out of a Comic Book, which I'm really excited about. Shout outs to the crew over there as well. I did. I liked Ray Phoenix's match too tonight as well, Bobby. I agree. Well, I appreciate everybody joining me here for the Honey Night SmackDown watch along. Missed you guys. You know, I just want to keep that energy consistent and going every Friday for y'all to keep a good show going for y'all. And I hope y'all have been well. Hope y'all are being safe. Hope y'all are hustling really hard. I hope y'all are staying motivated and staying positive and staying and nurturing yourself with, you know, with the love and nutrients and health that you need. Just wishing all good things for everybody, man, because life is short. You know, I'm in a position where I've been in a space of recycle and, you know, reorganizing myself again and just coming back to feeling like myself again with the springtime coming and everything. Technically, this is where I feel my new year starts. My new year starts in the springtime, and I feel like there's I'm hungry to be productive and be creative. So I appreciate the energy from all of you guys and the support consistently from all of you guys. And just take a moment to say that, because I'm not sure if I say that too often, but I just want to make sure that I let you guys know that. And we're back. LA Knight versus Tama Tonga. Courtney says, I saw the latest episode of Saturday morning cartoons for Straight Out of a Comic Book and have a lineup that I think people would like. Ooh, give me a lineup. Let me know what you think. I kind of forgot my lineup. Shout outs to the crew: Sly Cooper, Grace Aubrey, Will, Doc Pop-Ups, and Dion. That was a fun episode. Bobby says NXT superstar Sol Ruka did a match against SmackDown superstar Michin on WWE Speed tapings before SmackDown in semifinals match and winning to go after Candice LeRae for the Women's Speed Championship. Very nice. Interesting. Sol Ruka's on a huge come up. I just need them to split her and Zarya. Oh, thanks, Eric. Thanks for that. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Thanks for the love, Bobby. Tamatonga looking to have the upper hand here. And pretty much mocking LA Knight, and that's what you get. You mock somebody and you miss your elbow drop. That's what happens. Dang, some nasty welts there under the arm of LA Knight. Looks like a rope burn. Up, LA Knight fighting back here. There goes the punches. Very nice. Does LA Knight have the Kavorka to take down Tamatonga? It seems like he does. Oh, he made that look easy. And all Solo could do is watch. He better not grab his ankle. He's gonna do something. Watch. I feel it. I feel it. Oh. Okay. LA Knight's smart. He's a vet. LA Knight getting the crowd to rally. What's LA Knight got planned for Tamatonga? Oh, he's going for the BFT. Nope. Oh, of course, here comes Solo. Nope. Solo just ate a right hand right there. Kick out by LA Knight. Almost got rolled up there. Yes, BFT completed. 1, 2. Very nice. Good job by the veteran LA Knight. Yeah. Ooh. I felt like I was going to sneeze and I can't. Oh, I hate that feeling. Paul Heyman is waiting for the tribal chief in the driveway. Any indication about this favor? Why would Paul have an idea about this favor? He doesn't even know. He said, why am I telling this to you? Like, why am I wasting my time? No matter what the favor is, my answer is yes. He's on the record saying this. No matter what the favor is, his answer is yes. But there's a truck pulling up. Oh, that's not the tribal chief. That's Seth Rollins. Says, when does Seth roll in a black truck? The other Shield guy. Shut up, Seth. He's telling him he looks horrible and he looks awful. The worst you've ever seen him. This is not the worst you've ever seen him. The worst you've ever seen him was when our tribal chief was not around, and he got dumped on a table in Madison Square Garden, as he mentioned earlier tonight. Oh, so Seth wants to hear the favorite too. Oh my God, this is gonna get ugly. This is gonna get ugly. Carmen Jackson, welcome. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk. This is your first time on this channel. Everybody, let's give Carmen Jackson a nice warm welcome here. You have just jumped into the Honey Night SmackDown watch along. So I hope you have your channel set to USA or on YouTube TV or cable USA, whatever you got, and hope you are watching along with SmackDown with us. My name is Wrestling with Honey. Everybody here in the chat, meet Carmen Jackson. This is her first time on the channel. Let's give her a nice warm welcome. Carmen, if you would please comment below and let us know who is your favorite wrestler, and are you into wrestling at all, and what's brought you to this channel? And we're happy to have you. And Charlotte Flair is making her way to the ring, guys. And while we wait for the answer from Carmen as well, since they're going to commercial, we're going to do the same thing. So we'll be right back. Just give us 40 seconds.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring at the screen, not knowing what you want to do, like this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like, literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
Don't make her fight you. She said what she said. Oh boy. Welcome back, guys. Honey Night SmackDown watch along continues. Shout out to the chat. You guys are amazing. Carmen's favorite superstar is Rhea Ripley. That's a good favorite to have. That's a very good favorite to have. How long have you been watching wrestling, if you don't mind me asking as well? And you know what? Let's pose the question to everybody. Everybody answer me in the chat. How long have you all been watching wrestling? How many years have you been watching, and what was the first thing you remember ever seeing? $33 years. Benjamin says 24 years. Attitude Era. Love the Attitude Era. Oh my God. 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 We saw the vignette, guys. There was another teaser. Did it say what I thought it said? I might have to rewind just to hear it. There was a coin. It sounded like a voice whispering Alistair, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up. We're not gonna do that. And here we go. Battle of the Blondes. And they're both wearing very similar attire. Oh, how cutesy. They're matching. That says 52 years. Bruno Sammartino era. That Courtney says 23 years, got into wrestling during Ruthless Aggression. Bobby says the first time he watched wrestling was in NXT when Shinsuke Nakamura debuted in 2016 against Sami Zayn. That is an amazing first match to watch. Hands down, if you had never seen wrestling before in the modern era, that's a great first match, Bobby. We don't know if it's him. We don't know if it's him. But I'm just saying it sounded like that, you know? Poor Wade Barrett got to delegate this contract signing. They literally are wearing the same kind of outfit. It's freaking hysterical. Charity, Charlotte? That damn Charlotte. She's a damn good heel when she wants to be. I'll tell you that. Ooh, Tiffy. Oh, she said, you Two-Face. Ooh, Tiffy. Tiffy getting real harsh with them words. Mm-mm. Y'all are disrespectful. This poor girl's never gonna ever live that down. It's not even her fault that she was into wrestling. I don't even know why people compare her to her dad. Because they're two different types of people as far as their kind of skill. Ugh. Mm-mm. I don't know what to say. I don't know about number one, but okay. I could have done without all this talking. She said, "Is that why Kaiser's in my DMs?" What the hell just happened between these two? I feel like none of that was supposed to happen. I don't know. I hated that segment. Women's tag team gauntlet match at WrestleMania. Oh, to challenge for Liv and Raquel's tag team titles. Okay, Nick, all this. It gets messier by the week. I'm telling you. I don't know how I feel about that segment, y'all. I didn't really enjoy that. Like, it seemed very nanny poo poo by both of them. And I didn't like that. I don't think I yeah, I didn't like that at all. And I didn't like what Charlotte said about Kaiser, like being an idiot. Like, why would you say that? Like, that's just stupid. But I don't know. I don't know if I enjoyed that. That left a really bad taste in my mouth. And I'm not sure why yet. But it just seemed very immature between the both of them. Yes. Yes, that. That's exactly what it sounded like, Fernando. Like, what the hell am I watching? Mean Girls, or am I supposed to be getting ready for a freaking women's main event? I'm supposed to be looking forward to this match. When Tiffy first arrived, I was looking forward to this match. And I can't even look forward to this match because of that segment. It seems like they both panic and don't know what to say. So, and then I don't know. I didn't like it. That was very anticlimactic. That segment proved a lot of things. That segment proved a lot of things about both of them. It did not seem good at all. I'm not gonna lie, I did not enjoy that segment. And if I know either of those girls, they're probably raising hell in the back right now. Because I know I would be. I don't care how much you don't like somebody or how much you don't get along with somebody. You can imagine what it was like days before and back in years prior. Where friendly competition was warranted. Not everything had to be threatening or somebody wanting to take your spot or trying to be better than you. Half of the time, it was just more so about paying tribute and paying your dues to the ones who came before you. And I'm not saying Tiffy's not doing that. And I'm not saying that Charlotte isn't doing her part. But there's a fine line between being catty and sticking to the script with the right insults. Because it wasn't that segment was not organized at all. What was the point of even having Wade Barrett there? It was a face-to-face off about what? Tiffy has said things. Tiffy said those things, and not for nothing, I've heard people say those things about Charlotte before, so that was nothing new to me. It was like, that's kind of what she resorted to saying, because that's what everybody else says about Charlotte, right? So I'm just like, that's what it was giving, especially with her delivery. And then Charlotte just seemed like she panicked. All right. What we're not gonna do is a tit for tat in the chat. We're not gonna do that. We're all adults here, guys. So it's not about who did what to who or who did what first. Both of those women screwed up that promo. That's what I'm talking about. So let's stick to what I'm talking about. Both women screwed up that promo. That promo was supposed to make me look forward to seeing what happens even more by the time we get to next week. Nothing to be sorry about. None for nobody to be sorry about. I just want to nip things in the bud before they get a little too out of hand, because I control the narrative of this chat, and I just want to make sure that we don't get ahead of ourselves. What I'm talking about is both of those women screwed up that promo as far as how it was supposed to be delivered, for the sake of us watching and for us to anticipate what this match is going to be for us when it happens. This match made me not want this match. This promo made me not want this match to happen just now. And I'm not sure why I feel that way. But there have been times that I've seen people not like each other and still get through a good promo and be able to deliver and talk shit and have a nasty stare down. But for Tiffy to run away after saying what she said, I didn't like that. And for Charlotte to panic and then resort to saying something about Ludwig Kaiser being in your DMs, like, lady, you just got divorced. Don't be saying no stuff like that. Even if you were trolling or just shooting. I don't think that's something you should say. But I feel like that promo could have been handled a lot better. Because it seemed like I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to dwell too much on it. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm not sure what you guys thought. But let me know in the chat. And everyone here is entitled to their own opinion. No one is wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No one is wrong for their opinion. So if you feel otherwise as to how things went, that's fine. But don't say, no, you're wrong, or no, this person did that. It doesn't matter. It's about how we see it, and we just discuss it, what we think. We're not here to tell each other that we're wrong. Let's keep the energy pleasant. There's been men. I've seen way better promos than that. Way better promos than that. Like if that was Roxanne, that we would have never gotten a promo like that. If that was Becky, you would have never gotten a promo like that. If that was Asuka, you would have never gotten a promo like that. But why is I don't know. It just seemed a little too petty and too catty. Like maybe these girls really don't like each other. But that's what I feel just from that, feeding off of that from the screen. I didn't like it at all. Yeah. See, Benjamin even said that was too petty. The women have done better promos than that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Courtney says, I'm surprised Tiffy didn't take the first punch. I'm surprised nobody hit, like, I don't know. Both women were not up to the standards I needed it to be for me as a viewer. Because now like that, literally, like I said before, guys, that really made me not want this match to happen. Because now I don't believe that this match is going to go well. I really don't. I feel like now, see, Boza, with this, I'm not mad at that statement. I understand why Triple H did it and rolled out the red carpet the way he did for Charlotte. It's understandable. Nobody's denying what she has brought to the table. However, I feel like we could have waited at least till WrestleMania to bring Charlotte back. I feel like maybe Rumble was too soon. Because quite honestly, I have not enjoyed this whole build-up between Charlotte and Tiffy, especially after that. I think that just really capped it off for me. And it sucks because I want to look forward to this match. The moment Tiffy came into the WWE, I knew. I'm like, oh yeah, we're good. We definitely have to get her versus Charlotte eventually. I know we all weren't expecting it, but here we are. I just really hope that there's a way for Charlotte to still be able to put over Tiffy, because I want that for Tiffy, and I also want Charlotte to continue to have that reputation where she actually does look out for the others and the younger generation. But I feel like this is where, I mean, there's only been one person who's been able to humble Charlotte, and that's Becky frickin' Lynch. So I can't help but wonder if maybe Becky will get involved in some sort of way. And then maybe we get Becky and Charlotte at Backlash one last time, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just stretching and I'm just speaking off my brain. But I feel like after that, this match needs something different. This match needs something else, because I just can't get, I can't get into it now. And the fact that they put that vignette before that segment, they should have reversed it. Courtney says, even in AEW, Tony, Willow, Mariah May, Harley Cameron, and Mercedes can deliver better promos than that. And what was that? Timmy. Like, what was that? Why the hell was Charlotte? Why were you doing that? You're so squeaky. Like, girl, like, it just sounded very kindergarten from both of them. And these are supposed to, this is the women's division. These are two at the top of the women's division. And one of them is a women's champion. Neither of them had the decorum to like had proper decorum during that segment. So they made me mad. They made me mad. Like, I don't like that Charlotte talks down to people like they owe her something, because they don't. They technically don't. You don't have to act that way in order for people to respect you, or in order to gain people's respect. Like, I don't recall Ric Flair really talking like down to people, but he would just call people out if people mentioned him or something about him or whatever. I don't think so much. I don't know. It was just different. It was just different. Like, Becky Lynch wouldn't sugarcoat it. Like, I feel like these two, I feel like Tiffy and Charlotte don't like each other in real life. That's what I feel like. I feel like Charlotte could have kept more time away so she could recuperate. I feel like she could have recuperated. Like, she could have had a much better recovery time if she waited longer and returned at Mania. I feel like that's a proper return for her. Like, I don't know. I guess this is the cards that we are dealt. Meanwhile, Motor City Machine Guns and DIY are putting on a hell of a good match. And I feel bad that I'm barely paying attention to it because I'm stuck on that awful, god-awful promo between that god-awful face-off between Tiffy Time and Charlotte Flair. Like I said, it was both their faults. They both could have handled themselves a lot better, even if one was going off the rails or shooting. Whoa, Motor City Machine Guns with the pin. Nick Saban pinned Tommaso Ciampa. And it looks like that makes them the number one contenders. Where is Becky at? Yeah, I don't know. Becky's out here living life and being a family woman. And it looks like they will be going against the Prophets. Pretty Deadly and Mellow and Miz. Pretty Useless. I'm so done. Yes, boy. Can I get a yes, boy in the chat, please, for the Pretty Deadlies? Nine-time tag team champion. How many titles have you won? He's not lying, though. Mellow Don't Miz. What do you guys think of this? Is Mellow Don't Miz going to be a thing or not? Should it be a thing? Do you like it? Do you think it could be a thing? Or do you absolutely hate it and think they should scrap it and throw it away? Because we are awesome. Really, Miz? Awesome? I can't deal. Let's go. Let's go to the real women's action, please. Because clearly it didn't happen before that. But accompanied by Michin, we have B Fab on her way to the ring, and she's going to be going one-on-one with Naomi tonight. And I recommend she proceed with caution because this ain't gonna be good. This is a new, reinvented, and reborn Naomi, and she ain't taking no shit. No more Miss Nice Girl. Oh my Lord, y'all. All right, well, this is why I love Fridays. This is why I'm happy when I'm back doing these watch alongs, because you never know, man. You never know when you get a knock at the door, somebody ringing the bell, when your peeps coming over like, hey, honey, what's popping? And today, this is a pleasant surprise. I'm very happy about this right here. We have none other than yours truly, y'all.
It's Councilman Pharaoh of Strattonville with his Parisiac constituents.
Yo,
What is up?
I can't stay long because I gotta go stream. But
Okay.
don't play
Talk
with
to
my
me.
client. Don't play with my client. Don't
Listen,
play with my client.
listen. Not for nothing. I have words for your client and Charlotte Flair, because I can honestly say I was not happy with how that promo went down. Or is it just me?
It's a lot, because it's like, I get what Charlotte's doing. It's like, yo, you're trying to get the next one prepped. So it really reminded me of like Roman and John Cena in the ring. That's
the first time around, right?
Yeah, when it suffering
Succotaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I get it. But then it was like, nah, that's not this. That's not what this is. I was like, now you kind of like, now you really acting like an a-hole right now, Charlotte. You really acting like an a-hole.
Like, I don't like when she does that. I get it, Charlotte, but I don't like when you do that. Like, I don't remember anybody who was putting you on talking down to you like you were a peasant or something like that. Like, you didn't become the queen without this women's division. You know what I mean? Like, just like chill out a little bit. Like, let that come. Like, she brought that kind of talk to her from the first time they were in the ring mincing words.
But again, too, here's the thing. I feel for Charlotte because of everything that's been going on in her life, personally, but then also too, and then, honey, maybe you can attest to this more. Imagine it's you and there's a younger version of you and everybody saying this is the new honey. This is the new one. This is the one that's going to replace you. This is the one that's taking that out. And then you get injured, leave. This person is now sitting at the honey top of the pot. Yeah. And they keep doing that to you.
Yeah.
Eventually that's going to mess with you because it's true. She is the new Charlotte.
I mean, but that's crazy. It's like, I don't even think she is the new like, I know, and I understand. Like once we see something that's similar to something we've seen before, we go right to the comparison and stuff. Tiffy is honestly in a league all on her own, and she's gonna definitely pave her own path. She's not gonna do exactly what Charlotte does, nor has she ever actually tried to be like Charlotte either.
Well, you
that's
don't
just
have
something that we've said and pushed out there, you know. But
no, of course.
I also feel like she didn't really look like a champion leaving the way she did.
Well, that's
like, bye-bye, like nanny poo poo. I'm like, no, honey, you're the women's champion. You wait in that woman's face and you hold that title up in her face and stand down.
Now hold on now. Now we know though. We know that's not how that go down. When you see the two people in the ring, remember that's Charlotte Hogan. And she just went off. Remember, she just went off script.
They both did.
Yeah, but Tiffany can't put her hands on Charlotte like that. Because then Tiffany will get that belt stripped from her. We know that. Like it's only so much, and that's the thing I've been noticing with these promos and what's been going on. It's like they are very much putting like a leash on Tiffy. Like they're really like stepping, like it's like a minefield on how they're using her to treat when it comes to Charlotte. Appreciate that, Papa Honey. They're really keeping her on a tight leash, and it shows because I've seen her promos before. Tiffy go in. And the fact that it's like, okay, week after week, we're letting Charlotte be this big bad. And then it's like, okay, now you're not even going to let her get her promo off. We're not even going to have a real dialogue. We 2 weeks from Mania.
Oh, real quick. Sorry. Naomi was about to come out and just got bum rushed by Jade. This match didn't even start. She's supposed to have a match with B-Fab. And Jade is not having it. She's wearing all black. She's beating on the security.
I was so looking forward to that match for B-Fab and Naomi. I know Naomi.
Yeah.
But I was really looking forward to that match. I was really hoping that we'd get to see a good one with that one. Dang, I'm mad they stopped.
Okay. Well, the match continued. The match just started because she's in the ring and everything. And security's still able to keep Jade at bay, but yeah. Proceed with your. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, you good. This your watch along. You ain't got to apologize. I'm the one that bum rushed in here. So.
And you have every right. You are definitely allowed.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Regardless of your feelings about my hero, but that's neither here nor there.
I cannot stop laughing at that clip.
Dylan is a genius, and it was my idea. I hit him up. I was like, Dylan, you need to do this. This
I
is
keep
what I need.
watching
This
it.
is what I need you to do.
Oh my god, I keep watching it. It is
Y'all
so
haven't
fucking
seen
funny.
the clip, please check it out on the
Please go
social
see it.
media.
It's y'all facial expressions. It's the three of y'all facial expressions
I-
that just take me out. That shit just takes me out every time.
I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened. I just know that like my soul left my body. I was just like, you know what?
Yo, Mayor's face when he was just couldn't take it though.
So
That's what
good.
made me really laugh. I was like, oh no, I'm out. I can't do it no more.
Nah, between you and Jacob at the same time, like y'all got me. I was like, oh my god, like
Oh, it was
there's
great.
no way.
It was great.
But that is way too funny.
Yeah.
Way too
But-
funny.
But Charlotte, bro, like it goes back to something that we've talked about before when we bring up Charlotte Hogan, man. It just makes me worry more about you, like mental wise. Like, yo, are you legit okay? And then it makes me even a little bit more concerned of, yo, like, what happens when y'all get in this ring?
Right. Like that's what I'm worried about. Like, are they gonna shoot? Like, is this gonna like are we gonna see them like scrap for real?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Or is it like, yo, is Charlotte gonna try to take you out? You know what I'm saying? Like you like again, are we gonna get a Fabulous Moolah Wendy Richter situation?
speaking of fabulous, what's not so fabulous is the fact that B-Fab just lost her match like nothing because Naomi completely dropped her.
I mean, you know, you gotta fear the glow. That's what you gotta do. You gotta fear the glow.
No. There's no more glow. It's proceed with caution now.
Hey, man, shit,
Proceed with caution.
proceed with caution, man.
It says the tape, and she said it. Oh, she got the mic in her hand too.
Uh-oh.
I'm loving the wild Samoan hair for her too. I'm loving this.
Yeah, I'm loving the big hair, ladies.
Oh shit! There goes Jade again. She called it like, "Where you at, Jade? I'm still standing." Turn around and get booted right in the face.
Also, let us take time to send to the real victim of that whole promo and stuff like that. My boy
But-
Kaiser. Kaiser is just in the back and catering, just minding his own
He's
business.
like, what I do, bro?
And we just catching strays. Like,
And I hated that. I hated that damn line. I'm like, Charlotte,
'Cause-
why the fuck would you say that?
because it
Why?
didn't hit. It didn't hit. I'm like, yo, Charlotte, you should have just took that on the chin. That was not great last words. Is that why Kaiser's in my DMs? Why would he be in your DMs?
Like, why would you even say something like that? You just want to divorce, do a divorce.
But again, why would he be in your DMs?
Exactly.
I'm just throwing. I'm not judging or nothing like, but just saying.
Jade Cargill and Naomi at WrestleMania has just been made official by Nick Aldis and his messy ass.
Please tell me it's gonna be a street fight or something, not just a
I
regular
hope so,
match.
like a Vegas street fight or a casino street fight.
A casino street fight. Yo, imagine if they fought on the strip.
Lit.
Imagine if they fought on the
Street fight
strip.
would be lit.
That would be dope. Also, why is the last man standing match not at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, what are we doing? That I was ready for.
I'm not feeling that. I'm
Oh.
not feeling that. And I'm not feeling the eye patch Drew's wearing neither. But that's neither here nor there.
One-eyed Drew.
One-eyed Mac and Crier.
That is
One-eyed Mac and Crier.
incredible.
Yeah, Papa Honey
is
said it in the chat somewhere earlier. Somebody did.
Fantastic.
Man, listen. I don't want to say his name, but did you see the vignette again? Did you see the new one? Did you get to see it, or have you been watching it at all?
No. I had to get rid. I saw that, and I immediately had to run it because I got to get on my stream in like 8 minutes. But I saw a clip of like Gacy sitting in a corner somewhere.
That's what I was talking about the other day. Joe Gacy just posted something, but I was talking about in reference to this mysterious person that's supposed to be attending Raw or SmackDown after Mania, and
Man, you know who that is.
I don't know who it is. I don't necessarily know who it is.
Oh shit! No, that actually might be Rusev. It might be Rusev.
It could be Rusev, but I don't understand why a skull with coins and candles and smoke would be involved in all.
Oh,
that.
you know who that is, then.
I don't know, but I mean, I do. Maybe I do know,
on
but
now.
maybe I
Come on
don't. Like, I'm not sure.
Come on
I don't
now.
know. I don't want to
You
get
know
my
who that
hopes
is.
up.
If Ray Phoenix is here, then we know who coming next.
You think
We
it's
know.
really like you think he's gonna like you think they're gonna like you think Triple H is gonna run it like all the way back though with him though?
Why would you?
Even...
Nah, he might do it with that last one he did with the black suit. He might run that one. He might run them vignettes
with the glasses when he looked like homeboy from Far Cry.
Yeah, like they may have him run that back. But I like
Kevin, I love that jacket. I need that jacket.
Now, what is this about Kevin Owens and Randy's thing in jeopardy?
Apparently, Kevin is dealing with an undisclosed injury. Apparently, allegedly.
Nah, that
you call bullshit. You call bullshit because I feel like it. I feel like this is too convenient for this news to come out just before this.
Wait,
show. Like,
is the match set?
Not necessarily.
So they haven't announced that they will face each other.
Not that I know of. No, there hasn't been no billboard or anything up either.
Yeah, because I know they didn't put posters up for what might be coming, but I haven't seen like anything official yet.
And Damian Priest just challenged Drew to Mania, so we're gonna get that.
That'll be exciting.
I think that's gonna be cool because how far we've come in a year with those two, right? Like,
oh yeah, now they just gonna give us a great match. That's two big fellas.
I feel like Priest and Drew, they're always gonna have their paths continue to align. They're always gonna end up running into each other because they're always gonna be around the same level. You know,
I can't wait till they fighting for the title with each other. I can't wait till the titles involved.
Yes.
I don't see nothing. Yeah, I don't see no official card for Randy and
So maybe this is just Kevin Owens calling bullshit and he's gonna like jump Randy or something like that. And then we're finally gonna get the punt next week or something. We have to.
Nah, we gotta say the punt for Mania now.
At Mania, you think?
The punt gotta come at Mania. That's what gotta end the match. That's what gotta end the whole match. Because then that way Kevin can go take a break.
That's true.
Kevin can take a break after that and then make his comeback at like either Money in the Bank and get ready for SummerSlam.
Man, I don't know.
Also, too, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm bringing it up.
Uh-oh.
There are people in the IWC.
Oh, God.
That created a list that said, although this was well-deserved, Bret versus Stone Cold should not have been the first match that went into the Hall of Fame.
No.
Maybe and I was like, I actually defended you in this. I was like, that is at least if we're sitting down and talking about opening up this next wing, and we're talking about if we're gonna put 5 matches out, I was like, that match definitely in there.
Yeah.
I said, and to be honest, Bret might have one more in that top 5 we finna discuss.
Yes, he would.
But a lot of people said that the first one with Hogan and Andre should have been the first one to be inducted.
I would have to tend to possibly agree with that. I'm not mad at the choice they've given me. I mean, it's only the first time they've started inducting matches.
Yeah.
But I would have to agree with that because without that match, you don't get the rest.
Yeah, but then the fan favorite that they feel was the biggest snub was the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. They was like, that should have been the first match to go into the Hall of Fame. But I was like, my defensive point was that I was like, yeah, but you needed Austin versus Bret for you to establish any of that. This is the one time I'll say in a history line, it's like, yo, that set the bar for them to deliver that later on in the years.
Yes, absolutely.
I was like, so if you got
it was just such an iconic image.
Yeah,
it was just so dope and so iconic, and it was about the fact that this man, though, no matter how bad you broke him down and beat him down, he wasn't gonna quit. He bled for the business that night, like literally. Yeah,
that was the other one that was in here, Savage versus Steamboat.
Oh, that's such a classic. I think that's an instant classic. I never get tired of that one.
They said that might be
saying that in the showcase of last year.
Oh yeah. They was like, that should be the next one. They was like, when they do it next year, that should be the one that goes in next as far as matches is concerned. But I was like, everything else, I can give a reason why it shouldn't be in there and why they picked the right one. And I was like, I can give that. Like, Hulk is problematic for you to want to do it now, especially with the reception he's been receiving. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels is great, but I don't think that's the first match you need to kick off with. Because like it's a great match. It's a great WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're giving me top 5 matches, not WrestleMania matches, Stone Cold versus Bret Hart was better. Matches wise, not WrestleMania, matches wise. I was like, so I have to say that they picked the right one to go in, even if it does have that guy in the pink in it.
Yes, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Gas Mask says, so are the people in the matches getting the inductions? Yes, they are. So that would make Bret a 3-time Hall of Famer and the first ever, which I think that's pretty fucking awesome for him. Love my heroes.
I guess. If that's what we're doing. If that's what we count. 3-time now. Okay.
Listen.
Sure.
I don't know whose idea it was to start inducting matches, but here we are.
I don't know why.
Thank you to them.
I don't know why Triple H was being such an asshole and just didn't get his 3 rings before everybody. No, also too, why hasn't Flair gotten 3 rings?
Well, Evolution hasn't gotten inducted yet.
That I don't understand why they're not in there yet.
Well, I mean, I would hope that every single one of them would have to have their own Hall of Fame ring before they induct their group. But I mean, I know that's not necessarily what has to happen.
Because DX got inducted before Tripp did.
That's true.
And is Batista in the Hall of Fame?
Batista's not in the Hall of Fame.
That should definitely be next year. Where is it next year?
New Orleans.
That should definitely be next year.
I wouldn't be mad.
They should definitely do it next year. Batista should headline the Hall of Fame.
Nick is in the ring. This does not bode well. This means some messy shit's about to go down, y'all.
Every time Adam Pearce is in the ring, it seemed like something good gonna happen. It's never good when Nick Aldis come in. I'm like,
whenever Adam's in the ring, he tries to keep it together and he somehow can't. Everything's just chaotic. Nick Aldis could keep order of things, but he'll let the chaos run. He'll be like,
it did get petty.
You know what? That sounds like a great idea. You know what? You want to fight too? You want to fight? You know what? Let's let them fight. Like okay, like Nick Aldis is the WWE version of Jerry Springer.
Yep. Since you just throw it in my office, you gonna take on Braun Strowman in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's so funny. You know, she was just looking for an opponent for her title match. So you know what? I think I'm gonna make that you. You're gonna be her challenger. Like,
be like, I just came in here to ask where was catering today. That was it. I didn't ask to be in the match. I don't even think I got my gear. Don't worry, we got you. We got you some backup gear. Okay, I guess. But all right, honey, I got to dip. I got to go live and play video games. But I wanted to definitely say my client just dog walked Charlotte on SmackDown tonight. She say, "What you is 0-3 hours."
That was just messed up. That was so messed up. The father thing is like, okay, like we've heard that before, Tiffy. You shouldn't have gone there. Like we've all heard that. Like, don't jump on the bandwagon of saying what everybody else says.
But after all these times that you like interrupting her, treating her like shit, all of that stuff, like kiss my feet, like, nah, you had this coming, Charlotte. So, but
enjoy your video games, enjoy yourselves, everybody. Show some love to the councilman on his way out. We'll see you tomorrow for the Kayfabe podcast, sir.
Yes, indeed, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Is there anything I need to hand in for Kayfabe homework?
Nope. We are doing Best Wrestlers 2. We are continuing the draft, the final rounds of the draft. And we got our trending news with our special guest, Courtney Rice, to let y'all know about what's coming up on Dynasty. We weren't able to go on WWT Live tonight, but we couldn't just leave Courtney hanging and not get a chance to give her predictions on Dynasty that's going to be happening tonight. And tomorrow. And she most likely will be doing maybe a watch along or post show. So I felt like it was, it was her idea. I want to give credit where credit is due, but it was only right that she get a chance to be able to talk about Dynasty and especially what it's getting set up to with All In and everything. So just make sure y'all stay tuned, and I will catch y'all tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow, Councilman.
Yes,
always
indeed.
A pleasure having you humping in on the Honey Night SmackDown watch along.
Always glad to be here. Enjoy the rest of the watch along, guys. You have a great watch along, honey. Papa Honey, pat you. What it do? I'm out.
Peace out, Councilman. Oh man, he's just the best. But yeah, man. See, that's what I love about doing this, guys. You never know who could pop right in for the night. Last week, Courtney joined us. This week, we had Councilman popping in on us. But Stone Cold Courtney's going to be popping in on us tomorrow for Kayfabe podcast. And I hope you're ready, because when it comes to her predictions, you ain't telling her shit and you're not swaying her opinion, or else she will let you know that you are nothing more than
You wretched little bitch.
So apparently KO has a neck injury. I did hear that, Boza. Apparently the ladder match really messed up Kevin Owens, but I'm confused because didn't that match happen in Saturday Night Main Event? And how long has it been since then? I'm just saying it's affecting you now. Unless this was an injury that's happened the whole time. I don't know. I'm so excited. We're going to have Courtney tomorrow on Kayfabe podcast giving us updates for AEW Dynasty. So make sure you guys check us out tomorrow for that. So Kevin's leaving and walking out while Randy Orton's walking in. Damn, that sucks. Do you guys think he's faking? Do you guys call bullshit? Yes, sir. That is correct. Ooh, Papa Honey saying no sympathy for KO. Sorry, he tried to take out Cody, Orton, and Sammy with neck-threatening pile drivers. All of this makes me believe that he could possibly be faking, though. He said, I'm afraid this means that you will not be competing at WrestleMania. Is he going to RKO Nick? Oh my God, he RKO Nick. Oh shit. Is this Randy Orton like ready to snap? Oh man, that sucks. So how does our Viper get his WrestleMania moment then? That's so stupid. Oh, this makes me sad. This makes me sad for Kevin only because if it's a real issue, like if this isn't a story-based thing, I feel bad for KO. Because KO and him and Randy were about to put on a show. But I have a feeling that like KO could end up like jumping Randy right now or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. No, I guess not. Wow. Why promote Randy versus Kevin if they knew KO was hurt? Maybe it was because they were advertising it for precautionary reasons and because they possibly thought that they weren't going to get any results that were going to affect the event already from happening, but it looks like they might have found out otherwise. So yeah. Jasim, good to see you, brother. He says neck injuries are no joke in for wrestling. Once you get your neck screwed up, it's connected to your spine, which means you have trouble walking. That's a very good fact right there. Was that a heel turn? I don't know. Viper versus Aldis at Mania. Please, God, no. I don't know about that. Throw it back to Courtney says throw it back to 2007 to 2009 RKO, and he will be at WrestleMania one way or another. Honestly, KO has not been the same after he went through that ladder against Cody. I agree. Did he? Just came back from the doctor this week. Dope. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Well, we offer thoughts and prayers to KO. You know, we understand that what they do for a living comes at a very high risk. And regardless of storyline or anything, you know, my intention is never to wish harm or bad on any superstars, whether I am fond of them or not. I don't ever wish anything brutal like that for anyone, but I will offer thoughts and prayers to KO and hope he goes through a speedy recovery. It sucks that it has to happen when it comes like to superstars like KO, because he has such great talent and he's done such a great job being such a good heel this past year. And I feel like there's still so much that he hasn't done in this business. And the fact that he still has not had a like an actual title shot or another title run since his last one is absolutely bonkers. But yeah, shout outs to Kevin Owens. Gas Mask says Randy versus you know who Mania, book it. You know who? Are you referring to the you know who that has smoke and everything coming through in these vignettes? Is that what you're talking about, Gas Mask? We have 9 matches for Mania without Randy Orton. Boza says, hate that for KO. It's at least a 2-year recovery. They should have kept KO off TV this whole time. Agreed. Dad says if this injury is real, prayers to KO. He's a great talent, whether face or heel. Orton versus Mr. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to expect. I really don't know what to expect at this point. I just know that the 25th, I will be here watching SmackDown, and y'all will be here with me trying to keep me at bay because I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. Wow, throwback to WrestleMania 1985, the night that started it all. Wendy Richter, Roddy, Mr. T, Hogan. That was the first. Bob Orton. Wow. The greatest WrestleMania extravaganza of the century. And here we go. Last man standing match. Get ready for the freaking chaos, y'all. The chaos. We got that big SOB versus the Samoan Werewolf in the last man standing match. And mind you, it is 10-10. And we also have the Tribal Chief and CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman meeting in the ring by the end of all of this. So this match is going to end insane. Jasim Elordi says, I just realized that Lillian Garcia is not there. Where is she? She did just reveal that she's no longer going to be working full time with the WWE. So that's probably why you won't see her. I agree. This Gas Mask says, I agree this should have been at Mania, but I'm happy it's here. Dad says, I can't believe it's been 41 years of WrestleMania. I remember the first one. I know. Time flies. It's great to see it evolve. Like, I can imagine even from your perspective, Dad, like for somebody who's been watching wrestling as long as you have, I like compared to us young ones in the chat, I can't even imagine what it feels like to be able to watch the evolution of it. Like you were able to see the very first one. Some of us weren't even around yet. I know I personally wasn't around yet, but imagine being able to see every single WrestleMania. Like that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool experience. That's wisdom for your ass right there. There's that Samoan werewolf. What do you guys think? Future United States champion or not? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Is he beating LA Knight or not? Is he beating Braun Strowman tonight? Kong versus Godzilla. That's the best way you could describe it. My dad would very much appreciate that too, because he loves Kong versus Godzilla. Boza, you and me both, because I'm sick of wondering about this damn favor. Gas Mask says Gunther versus Fatu would be a banger. Yeah, that would definitely be a banger. That would be a sick match. Who are you booking to win that? Eric says, is this the main event? This is the main event match. Yes, this is going to be the final match of the night. We're pretty much almost at the end of the show, guys. Just like that. It's crazy. Just 2 hours just went by like that. I feel like we weren't even trying hard. Dad says, when the first WrestleMania came out, you were just a twinkle in my eye. I wasn't even around yet. I wasn't even a thought. Benjamin says WWE is pushing Fatu. You know what else they need to do? They need to push Zelina a little more. Please and thank you. And here we go. Here comes the madness, y'all. There's only one word to describe all of this nonsense right here.
Meat.
Straight up big backery going on. It does, Fernando. It sure does. And I always have fun with you guys. You know, Jacob actually clotheslined Braun Strowman and got him off his feet. That's a little wild. Make sure you guys stay tuned also for afterwards, guys, because really quickly after the show, we're going to do a brief run through of everything that happened and transpired tonight. Oh my God. Yo, he does it so effortlessly. It's like it's nothing to him. He's just a bloodthirsty Samoan werewolf, and he just keeps going. All gas, no brakes. The crowd is calling for one more moonsault. Can he do it? Will he do it? Shall he do it? He might do it. I bet he does. I bet you he does. Oh, no, he's not. Braun Strowman rolling to the outside, but he ended up standing on his feet. For God's sakes. These damn commercials. Push Mr. and Mrs. Vega. I've only been saying it for years. I'm half his size and I can't do that. Man, doing moonsaults like that consistently and being able to execute your mark too, it's not easy. But he makes it look very easy. Braun Strowman rallying the crowd, just slowly stalking the Samoan werewolf. He's stepping on the stairs, boasting a little bit. Jacob Fatu can go in the ring. He definitely can. I've always known that he could. Jasim says, I know the announce table cannot break this year, but what if they actually break it, whether they do a super splash? They could. Oh, and there goes the prime. Yes, destroy the prime bottles, please. Did Braun Strowman just give the finger to the prime stuff? Or Jacob Fatu? Did he just give the finger? And they showed it? The screen didn't go black? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Braun Strowman is completely flattening Jacob Fatu with any weapon he could find, including tabletops. He pressed L1, y'all. He pressed L1. Or is it R1? L1 to grab. This is for one of the first few times I see Jacob actually getting handled right now. Like Braun's actually giving it to him. And he's succeeding. Oh, and of course, as soon as I say something, I know of all weeks, this is finally the week the prime bottles get knocked down. I'm loving it. And the ref continuing to count, but both men are still on their feet. Jacob with a super kick. Bringing him back into the ring now. It's 10-20. A bunch of headbutts by Fatu. The poor big man, he's just constantly getting jammed with those headbutts. I have never tasted the prime drink. I will never taste the prime drink. I will never even purchase the prime drink. I refuse. So, more for y'all to enjoy. But I know I've never tasted it. Oh, now Jacob's down. Braun Strowman looks like he's got some really, really bad ideas, but in a good way. And there go the tables. The big man is bringing the tables. How crazy. The 2K25 rating is Braun Strowman 81 and Jacobs 87. That's absurd. How does one determine these rankings? Another super kick by Jacob. The Hall of Fame is at midnight. Yeah, well, yeah. NXT's at 9 a.m. It's going to be very, very eventful for us this year for WrestleMania week. Oh, shit. Jacob's going to dive and oh, my God. He completely torpedoed his way to Braun Strowman, who then torpedoed his way, sliding over the announcement desk. I have something in my eye. Damn. Let's get out the way, Wade Barrett. Get out the way. For heaven's sake. What is it going to take with these two? Oh my God. Braun was like, slow your ass down. Oh my God. Did you guys see that? He ran right into the chair. And oh my God, the Strowman Express. And there goes the barricade. Dad says, I'm loving the fact that they have the women refs and the big men matches as well. Kudos to the ladies. Shout outs. They're about to like take each other's heads off. Y'all gotta get up. Somebody do something. Boza says, honey, WrestleVotes confirmed your suspicion earlier with that face off. Whatever script was given was not used. You see? It felt like it. Like I knew it. Like that totally was not the way it was supposed to go. And that's an error on both women. And both women but you know what? Unfortunately, the one that's going to be held the most responsible, I think, is going to be Tiffy because she's the one with the title. And Charlotte's just returning. But either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, that just confirms what I said. Jasim says it's going to take a gurney to get these guys out. I want the ring to collapse. Same, me too. This should be the final moment where it actually does, because that hasn't happened in any of their matches yet since they faced each other. So maybe. Gas mask. It's still crazy. Paul agreed to whatever the favor is. Yeah. Why would they have Paul agree to it before Roman even shows up? Like, why would they do that? What's the point of that? Boza says the last man standing is sick. I wonder where it'll end. It'll never end. It's like lamb chops. Dad says they may have to do the Roman promo in the parking lot. The ring will be destroyed after this match. Seriously. That is, yeah, for sure. Dad says at first I thought Tiffy was going to retain a Mania. Now I'm not so sure. Sneaky. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see, guys. If Rosie was still alive, he should have gone up against Braun Strowman. That would be a dream match. Rosie versus, yeah. Rosie and Jamal were something different, man. They were amazing. 3-minute warning. If you know, you know. Well, guys, we are pretty much getting down to the wire. We have a half hour left for our Honey Night SmackDown watch along. I really, really appreciate all of you joining me for these 3 hours of this watch along. It's not easy, but you guys make it easy by being here and with all your support and love. And I appreciate it so much. After we are done with the evening, when the show pretty much when the show is done, we're going to just take a quick break and go into doing a quick review of everything that happened tonight. Make it really brief because 3 hours is a long time already. And of course, your girls got some streaming to do tomorrow with Kayfabe podcast, as well as Straight Out of Comic Book, as you heard with Will Councilman Pharaoh, who had just joined us earlier today. And we're also going to have our special guest Courtney Stone Cold Courtney Rice, our WWT sister, coming on in and explaining to us what will be happening and what we can expect and predict for AEW Dynasty this weekend. So make sure you guys stick around and make sure y'all check that out. But in the meantime, we have to finish up this big man, last man standing match. Now we're in the raft. Now we're in the stands. How did we get here? How the hell did we get here? Oh my God. This isn't going to be good. How did they even get there? Oh my God. Braun Strowman's going for a superplex on Jacob and it's going, oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, we need to get to the tribal chief segment. We need to get to this favor. Y'all need to hurry up and stop playing with me. Come on. Get up. Nobody's going to get up. It's going to be a double count out. Y'all better get up. Get up. They're counting to 9. Somebody get up. Oh, they're both up. They're both up. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Braun Strowman's bleeding somewhere. Ugh. Oh my God. Seriously, stop muting the fans. Exactly what they said, Dad. Holy shit. That's literally sick. Yeah, literally 600 or 700 pounds. Strowman's all cut up on his arm. Is he all right? He's limping. Oh my God. It's going to take Chicago Police Department to stop them. I don't think even that is possible. 15 minutes of pure chaos. A shot at LA Knight is on the line. They'll do anything. Literally anything. It might come down. Like, oh! I would feel bad if LA Knight had to fight both of them, but I don't think that's the case. Hip attack by Jacob Fatu to Braun Strowman through the freaking table. Referee Smith is on number 7. Oh shit, Jacob's gonna win. Wow. Wow. Jacob is the winner, y'all. Last man standing. Jacob Fatu. Holy shit. And the Timu bloodline has representation at Mania, but I don't know. I wouldn't consider him Timu bloodline, but I get what you're saying, Boza. Congrats to Jacob Fatu for winning. He now advances to go face LA Knight for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Yo, Jacob Fatu's first Mania, guys. This is Jacob Fatu's first Mania match. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh, wow. These men gave it their all. Braun Strowman still trying to crawl. That was not easy for either man. That was some good shit right there. That was a good match. What do you mean up next? We're going to take a look at what transpired. We already saw that. We know what Cody did. We need to get to the favor. We have 30 minutes. Wow, that match was amazing. Bobby says Jacob Fatu could be the one to beat LA Knight. He's the last man standing, but couldn't even stand up. LA Knight is in trouble, big trouble. Trouble. Chi-town. And that's funny because they're in Chi-town. If you know, you know, Players Club. Okay. Has Honey put together her schedule for Mania? Listen, I have no schedule for Mania. I just know when it's happening, and I know that I will be watching. I will not be there. I will be skipping this one out. Yeah. But I will happily enjoy the festivities from home so I could be able to yell and scream at my TV, which I love to do. Jasim says, what if Jacob crashes the after party? Like the WrestleMania World After Dark after party? That'll be fun. Dad says Fatu's going to get gold and Solo's going to be mad. Yep. Or in the words of LA Knight, yeah. We know what happened on John Cena's last TV date before Mania. Where's the favor? Same, guys. Where's the favor? Do we really want to see this Cena and Cody shit, or do we want to know what the favor is? I want to know what the damn favor is. And right now we have 29 minutes left to figure out what the hell that is. Okay? Okay. SmackDown's not bad tonight. It's not bad. The women's championship face off, though, underwhelming. I would say that was the worst part of the night for me. I'll give it a good, depending on what happens at the end. We haven't even finished yet, guys. So let's not give any 2 ratings just yet. We haven't really finished just yet. Bobby Petito here says NXT superstar Tavion Heights is competing in Josh Barnett's Bloodsport ring during WrestleMania weekend. Antsy sometimes. Boza. You and I both, buddy. You and I both. Jasim says, I want to know what the favor is, but WWE is making us wait. Why do they have to tease us like that? Just show us. Well, Triple H. Triple H loves a good slow cook. Because then by the time we get it, we'll be like this.
Well, because you lose it, you never win.
Oh, boy!
That stuff is...
Yeah!
This week, like these next couple of weeks is the whole part where we're like this, where we pretty much say this to creative.
Why would that man play games with me? Why would you play games with me?
Yeah, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're like, oh, we're gonna tell you the favor, but first you're gonna rewatch what happened with Cody and Cena. Great. Like, I saw it already. I want to know what the hell this favor is. I need to know. So much fun stuff happened tonight. The men have been rocking it tonight, though. The women's match, I feel like they could have, like the women's match, I would have liked a lot more to come out of Naomi and VFab, but I understand what they were giving me because it was more so about Jade and Naomi. So I'm content with the way SmackDown has gone down pretty much. Did any of you guys get to see this segment from this past week? Oh, why would you say that, Boza? A cliffhanger that leads us into another cliffhanger that'll lead us into another cliffhanger next week that'll lead us into Mania. That'll be the most fucked up shit that Triple H has ever done. Literally making us wait, Dad. Literally. Not, what's crazy? The whole time I was watching this segment, I was like, oh my God, is Cena predicting the future for Cody? That he's basically showing Cody, this is what you're going to turn into. You're going to be just like me. It's very Eminem. You can be just like me. Sociopathic Nepo baby who's so into himself that he had to get his own logo tattooed on his neck for the world to see. Lord, that's a bar. Exposing you. An errand boy that got lucky. They chose me. This line was crazy. And who chose you? Can you say the same? Cody with the Jack Skellington suit, though, was pretty fire. I know it had yellow stripes on it, but that shit was dope. That suit was sick. Triple H is probably laughing at us all the way to the bank, Dad. But that is without a doubt. They all are. That's what they do. They have they're the puppet masters when we're the little puppets on their strings, and yeah, and we're going with the flow of what they put out, and then they completely blow our minds when the big show comes. So let's see what happens by the time Mania comes. I'm gonna do my best not to complain the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna try. At your best, you can't wipe my ass. That's so disrespectful. I make empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids. That last line Cody hit him with, though, not. See, like the way this went is the way I needed Tiffy and Charlotte to go. Just go back and forth with the words and go ham, but make it original. And then, yeah, like I don't know. That's just how I feel. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. And of course, next Friday on SmackDown, Seattle, Washington will be hosting SmackDown next week. And the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will be returning and will be present in Seattle. There'll also be the gauntlet match. Winner earns the championship match at WrestleMania for the tag team titles. We have... Wow, that was a whole group of women that just went by. I couldn't even read it that fast. But we have Rey Fenix also versus Humberto next Friday, as well as Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre face-to-face. Well, not really versus, but face-to-face before and ahead of their match that's going to be made official for WrestleMania. And here we go. Paul Heyman's still waiting. We have 20 minutes, y'all. When is Roman Reigns going to arrive? Any minute now. Oh, goodness gracious. We have 20 minutes. Wasn't he just here? Oh, man. They just keep messing with us, but that's fine. So you know what? They want to go ahead and take a commercial break. We're going to take a commercial break too. Go get your beverage, guys. Go get your popcorn because shit's about to get real. So we'll be right back after this message from our sponsors, as well as this 30-second break.
Have you heard the news? It's pretty big. I heard from my friend who heard from her friend all the way from the Caribbean. Well, when I heard from my friend, This episode of Women's Wrestling Talk has been brought to you by All Caribbean Wrestling. Catch the wave. Go to allcaribbeanwrestling.com to check out all the latest pay-per-views or go on the YouTube page at All Caribbean Wrestling. Also, go and check out their socials on Instagram at All Caribbean Wrestling and on X at All Caribbean WR1.
Oh, yeah. Countdown till the showdown for Honey Night SmackDown. Again, been your hostess with the mostest for the most part for the last 3 hours wrestling with Honey. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate your time and you spending it with me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you guys are here, and I appreciate that. We're pretty much waiting the arrival of our tribal chief, as well as Seth Rollins, as well as Paul Heyman and CM Punk, because we need to know what this damn favor is that he's supposedly owed. That CM Punk is supposedly owed by Paul Heyman or whoever. I don't know who the hell even owes him this favor or who he's putting up to it, but we'll find out momentarily. We've had quite the eventful night. In case you guys haven't watched, just make sure you guys stay tuned for after we're done with this show. We're just going to do a brief run through of everything that happened, a quick post show, and call it a night from there. But so far, things have been kicking. Things have been kicking up a notch. We had an amazing last man standing match between the Samoan Werewolf and Braun Strowman. We also had LA Knight. Excuse me. LA Knight versus Tama Tonga, as well as we're going to have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre at a face-off next week because they have been announced to have a match at WrestleMania. KO has definitely forfeited due to an undisclosed injury. And we have the arrival of my tribal chief. The OTC is here. Oh. He didn't even acknowledge Paul. He's not even wearing anything red. Did y'all notice that? He's not even wearing anything red. I feel so much better when my tribal chief is here. Paul's in a, shit's gonna go down if he's pissed. He's not coming out. Oh, he's not coming out slow. He's skipping all the ones. He's not putting his one up. He doesn't give a shit about fireworks. Oh shit, y'all. All right. I gotta pay attention. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. This is the fastest entrance the tribal chief has done in years. And no shit, he's pissed. Give him his hand, give him his mic. We're not acknowledging us. We're not acknowledging nobody. You need to address Paul. There's two, they both got mics in their hand. Okay, acknowledge me first. One's up in the chat. Acknowledge your tribal chief. Oh boy, guys. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what is going to happen. You got 15 minutes, literally 10:45 right now. Wise man. Chicago, I don't know how you deal with this guy. I love it. A secret? CM Punk wouldn't be back here if it wasn't for. CM Punk wouldn't be in the main event for WrestleMania if it wasn't him. You're good people, but you're not that smart. Roman, you talking a lot of shit right now, Roman. You talking a lot of shit.
I'm right here in the ring. I say we bring CM Punk out here so we can quit wasting time.
Here comes Seth. I feel like it's gonna be Seth first, not Punk. It's gonna be Seth first. I love seeing Roman's reaction to Seth coming out because he hates it. He absolutely hates him. Burn it down. Come on. Yes. His face. He's so pissed. He's so pissed. You know what? I'm here for it. Y'all want to keep poking the tribal chief? Y'all can keep poking the bear if y'all want to. When y'all get tribal chief, gonna fuck all y'all up on WrestleMania. I'm telling you. Of course, you got to have Chicago's own arrive last. That makes sense. Oh, whoa. Burn it down. Roman cannot stand Seth. Correct me if I'm wrong. Burning it down started with burning down the Roman Empire. I don't know if it was Roman or if it was Brock. It might have been Brock. I might have to check that. I am the revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins.
See, now I don't know, Roman, what this little favor is here. But the reality, I got a feeling it's going to knock your socks off. And the thing about reality, you, man, they don't seem to jive very well because, well, unlike all of us, you don't like to live in the real world. But every time you step outside of your little universe, reality bites you in the ass. I don't want to do it.
I love Roman, yo. Roman's face, you looking at him like, how do you even feel or think that you are worthy of even wasting your breath in my face? Like, it's just so good. Who? Well, what's the favor they're saying? Seth is like a gnat that won't go away. That's a pretty funny comment, Benjamin. Oh, are you? Are you, Fernando? You from Chi-Town? That's what's up. Good for you. That's awesome. Well, your boy's about to come through and bless the city. We got 7 minutes, punk. If we don't find out what the hell this favor is tonight, I'm gonna be so upset. And I'll be like, we're skipping the post show. I'm gonna be upset. You suffer, get left in you suffer and get left behind, or you adapt and you control. A lot of people think that Seth is the man who's gonna sell his soul next. Yes, you are untrustworthy. Tell him. Right. You don't know loyalty. I didn't call you out here. I called Punk out here, bitch. I'm sorry. If you're asking me to pick between Roman and Seth, I'm definitely picking Roman. Sorry. As much as I love Seth. Come on out, Phil. Y'all, we have 6 minutes. They did this to us last week. All right, all three of them got mics in their hand. They're all standing in the ring. Punk is coming out. Look in my eyes. What do you see? Yeah, that Boza. I don't know, man. Like I said, they're torturing us. They did go over time last week. They did go over time, to be fair. So let's hope they could do the same thing for us today. Same gas mask, same. Like, I'm just like, ah! What's gonna happen? No, they didn't cut it off last week and they went over time, Dad. There's no way they're gonna do that again. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I'm quiet, y'all. I just really want to hear what's about to happen. 4 minutes. This is about friendship, legacy, promises made, promises kept. This is about loyalty. Hmm. He's addressing the clip of Paul Heyman saying one day he'd walk him to his main event. It was an episode on Raw years ago. Seems like CM Punk picks up on what we see in social media. Mm. Mm. I'm here to force you out of your comfort zone. I'm going to force you to deal with us. What are you saying, Punk? I knew it. I knew it. He wants Paul to join him. I knew it. He wants Paul by his side to escort him for his main event. I knew it. No, Boza, no, don't. Before you even, don't react right away. It's not stupid just yet. Hear me out, because there's an explanation for this, okay? The reason why we have a tribal chief in the first place is because of the wise man. We wouldn't have this, Roman, without Paul, period. And everybody knows that. We all know that. If you're a diehard Roman fan, you really know that. Oh, shit, Roman's laughing at him. CM Punk's dead ass, though. He needs me. I saved him. You understand he loves me, right? You already agreed to it. You already agreed to the favor, Paul. Oh, shit. And Seth is going to be there to witness it all. The betrayal of your... loyalty, you sons of bitches. Y'all don't know shit about loyalty. Everybody turns on my tribal chief. Are you crying? It's 11:01. Wipe him up and tell him no. What you gonna do, Paul? I took you in and I made you relevant. Tell him no. Roman, I don't... Oh my God, this is going to shatter the tribal chief's world. This is going to be the ultimate stab in the back. Oh my God. He said, no, I can't do that, my tribal chief. Now Punk is attacking Roman. What does this even mean, guys? And then Punk and Seth are just faced off, and Seth is the fact that all right, all right, all right, all right. We're gonna unpack this. We're gonna unpack this because they're about to close out now. He just put Roman to sleep in Chicago. Okay. Well, that was quite the underwhelming ending for my tribal chief, and I'm very sad for my tribal chief. But I know. I hear me out, guys. Hear me out. We're gonna take a quick break. Quick 30 seconds. We're gonna process what we just saw. We're gonna go over the show, and I'm gonna break it down for you as best I could. All right. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible because we've already spent 3 hours together. I know it's quite a lot of time, and I want to, make sure you guys get back to your lives and stuff. But I appreciate y'all spending the time with me to watch the show and watch along with me. I understand why that ending would be underwhelming, but hear me out, because we'll talk about it. Quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back for the Honey Night SmackDown post show. Welcome to the Honey Night SmackDown Watch Along post show as part of Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. I'm your hostess with the mostest, the sweetest ooze, Queen Bee of WWT and kayfabe podcast, Wrestling with Honey. And we just got off of a crazy 3-hour SmackDown. Yet again, another week off, checked off on our road to WrestleMania. We are now down to 1 week left. And we finally figured out what the favor was, guys. But before we get into it, let's get into the results of the evening. We'll go through it just really, really quickly and breeze right through. We pretty much kicked it off with we kicked off SmackDown tonight with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Pretty much just not well I'm just going to start it off there. I'm going to start off with the bad news first. Kevin Owens is facing an undisclosed injury and is not going to be able to compete at WrestleMania 41 and will not be able to have the match with Randy Orton. Also, in light of that, with finding that out, Randy Orton pretty much RKO'd Nick Aldis. Unfortunately for Nick Aldis, he had to be the bad news bearers, but wrong place, wrong time for you. We also had a couple of contendership matches. We had an insane last man standing match between the Samoan Werewolf and Braun Strowman, the big SOB. And boy, when I tell you that match was chaotic with a capital C, it definitely was. However, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, definitely came out on top by being able to stand on his own 2 feet at the very last second before the ref counted to 10. So therefore now Jacob Fatu will be going against LA Knight, for the United States Championship. And speaking of the megastar LA Knight, he was also in action tonight versus Tama Tonga 1-on-1. Solo Sikoa definitely tried to get involved, but LA Knight was able to get one up on them. We also had the debut of Ray Phoenix finally arriving. He had an awesome one-on-one with Nathan Frazier, which I think Nathan Frazier should be doing one-on-ones more often, but I digress. And B-Fab versus Naomi was an amazing one-on-one as well, though I would have liked to have been longer. The part that I will just completely like negate altogether, because I really hope that they make up for it at least next week. Charlotte and Tiffy. Not happy with the way that promo went down, that face off that they had. Not really feeling it. If you guys go back and watch the watch along, you will see my sentiments as to why. I feel like both women could have definitely handled those things a little bit differently. And this is the women's championship match, and we have 2 weeks for WrestleMania. There's no taking back that shitty promo now. And I'm not sure how I feel about looking forward to this match. So, but that's neither here nor there. We also had something else. Oh, yes, another vignette of black smoke and skulls and coins and this and that and numerical numbers and letters and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what does this mean? But something's coming. Don't know what, don't know when. Hopefully it's soon, and I'm excited. If it's what I think it is, I don't want to get my hopes up, but we'll leave it at that. Let's get to the good stuff, shall we? We technically did start off with CM Punk, not Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, but we started with CM Punk pretty much revealing that he had another favor that he was owed, and he's not going to say anything to anyone until they're all arrived. So we waited for the tribal chief to arrive. We waited for Seth to arrive and Paul Heyman. And as soon as Roman arrived, he was not happy because he didn't even acknowledge Paul Heyman. He walked right past him. He didn't do the slow walk out and have us bask in his ambiance of tribal chiefism and acknowledging him and everything like that. He was just pure business tonight, as he should be. And it just looks like business is going to get worse and worse for my tribal chief. And it's unfortunate because he's worked so hard to be this tribal chief. But the Roman Empire, I guess, must crumble in slow ways. And this is kind of like the slow process we've been seeing with Roman. We've been seeing Roman unravel as the tribal chief. We saw him lose his Ulafala. We saw him lose his family. We saw him lose his connection to his family to be able to be able to lead a faction. We've seen, how everything that's gone on with tonight, especially with what happened in the last few minutes of the segment. CM Punk came out and finally had said what the favor was. And the favor is that he wants his wise man, Paul Heyman, to escort him out to his match for this triple threat. The favor is that CM Punk wants Paul Heyman by his side at Mania. And I think that it's a valid favor, because this is something that was prophesized by Paul Heyman whenever the time would come. So I could totally see that, but I think it's not so much about the favor, guys, and this is the part that I want to get to, Boza. Before you even say that the ending was stupid or I don't understand, think about what we saw, okay? Thank you, Benjamin. What we've been seeing slowly over the last couple of years is the tribal chief unraveling. The tribal chief lost his family. He lost his title reign. He lost his title. He lost his Ulafala. He lost his edge. He lost his way to be a leader in a faction. His family betrayed him. His best friend betrayed him years prior to that. The fans turned on him at one point. All of these things have happened to my tribal chief, but during this run as Roman Reigns, this tribal chief run, the one thing that made him the tribal chief in the first place was Paul Heyman. Now think about everything that happened there. Think about how much everything with Roman has been very Godfather-like. Okay, like it's It's pretty much that being the head of the table and being that boss and trying to deal with all these situations and wondering who's loyal to you and who's not. You know what I mean? Roman is going to absolutely unravel when he sees that he is not accompanied by his wise man. He's no longer the tribal chief anymore. He's no longer he's no longer the tribal chief or of anything, because without the wise man, you're not the tribal chief. The very moment we saw Paul Heyman with Roman, that was the moment he became the tribal chief. The minute that they signed and joined together as manager and talent, the minute we saw, you know, the camera pan over to Paul Heyman sitting next to Roman in that SmackDown all those years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, this is going to definitely make Roman crack off the edge, like for sure. This is going to be what sets Roman off, and it's the storytelling of it all, to be able to be embarrassed like that in front of your former friend who also has shown and proven his disloyalty to you by hitting you in the back with a chair and splitting up your brotherhood in the Shield. Now you have that same person who stabbed you in the back looking at you getting stabbed in the back by your own wise man. And the man across from you is going to take that wise man from you. And you're literally going to be walking out with nothing and no one. That is why this ending was not stupid. There's deeper roots that go with this story. And the reason why it was very important for us to find out this favor. Listen, this is what we wanted to know. We wanted to know all week. We can't get mad at it now. We wanted to know this favor for a whole week. And now we know what it is. And I had guessed that it could possibly be the fact that Paul Heyman is going to be on his side. Now Roman literally has nothing. Roman is going backwards. We're going backwards with Roman. We're going to maybe bringing back the big dog. Maybe bringing back I don't know. But I don't think I mean, this whole thing with Punk and Roman and Seth and everything, they have a long history with the Shield, gas mask. And I hear what you're saying. It's going to be a handicap match. Shield's going to team up against Punk now. I have reason to believe. But listen, you saw Roman's face. He said it last week to Seth. What's this we shit? And what are you talking about? Like, we're nothing alike. You don't know nothing about loyalty. You don't know this. You don't know that. Punk, Seth Rollins and Roman's going to be a whole nother story. And that's not done yet either. This is going to turn into something that's going to turn into something bigger. But I don't think we're going to see a reuniting of the Shield. Roman will never go back to that. He will never forgive. And he will never forget. He can't rely, like he said to Seth Rollins, he can't rely on him. He's untrustworthy. So now Roman literally has no one left to trust. He can't even trust CM Punk because he helped CM Punk helped him against his family at War Games. And listen, there's just a lot of backstabbing and two-faced shit going on, and my tribal chief is sitting in the middle of it all, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. And the fact that Paul has already agreed to this, yeah, man, there's no telling what could possibly be happening. But as far as who, Tiger, thanks for joining us, buddy. But yeah, as far as who I got winning, I'm praying for my tribal chief. It'll be a miracle if he comes out of this unscathed and able to win, but I don't know. I still don't know yet. I need one more week to see. And before we come up with these predictions, I still need some time to sit on this. But Seth is gonna. Seth, there's something fishy about Seth, and I don't trust Seth. I really don't trust Seth. I feel like there's something else going down with Seth. Because you got 3 big marquee guys on this card. and they're the main event. It's a triple threat. There's no title involved. What are we getting ready for? And what are we bigging this up for? Like, what are we gearing up for? What is going to come out of Roman, and like what's the moment that's going to make everybody erupt that comes out of this triple threat match? You know what I mean? So guys, yeah, I had to explain that really quick. So Boza, I hope you really understood what I was trying to say, but yeah, it's Seth. I don't think Seth feels like the odd person out. I think the person who feels like the odd person out is Roman. Because Seth is loving this right now. Seth is loving watching Roman get tortured, and he loves to watch Punk just crumble. So at the end of the day, we're seeing something with Seth happening as well, where his soul is slowly diminishing, and his hatred is outweighing everything that he's ever done in the business. Like, it's starting to outweigh his actions and his movements and the way he's been. Like, I don't know, man. There's just so many layers to peel from this, but something fishy is happening, something weird is happening, and we like Jasim, yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. We really don't see triple threat matches like that in Mania, but when we do, something's going down. Something's going down. But Dad says Rikishi or Brock could come out in Roman's corner now. You know what? That's funny. I don't think there'll be I don't think it'll be a handicap match at all, because Roman's done with Seth. Roman's done, but not done with Seth. Boy, but we still have one more week, and it ended with pretty much CM Punk putting the go to sleep on Roman, knocking him out. Paul Heyman watching, Seth in the corner just staring down CM Punk and just basking in the fact that Roman Reigns is just yet again getting screwed. Not a good night in the office for my tribal chief. Hopefully next week will be better. We do have WrestleMania happening in 2 weeks, guys. It's already here. It's unbelievable. But as much as I would love to stay here and talk to you guys all night about it, I absolutely cannot. Your girl needs some rest. She's got some streams to head to do and tomorrow for a Kayfabe podcast, as well as Straight Out of a Comic Book. So make sure you guys stay tuned with us tomorrow for that. I appreciate y'all so much in the chat. Fernando, Boza, Jasim, Gas Mask, Eric, Tiger, Dad, Courtney, Boza. Let me see. I said Eric. I know there was more people here. Benjamin, Bobby. Let's see. Pachu. And Councilman, of course. Councilman for popping on in and showing some love. Always love having my brother here with us. We'll be seeing him tomorrow. But yeah, guys, you guys were amazing today. I appreciate so much. Oh, and what was her name that she was just joining us? Miss Jackson. Was it Jackson? I think was her name. Carmen Jackson. Yes, Carmen, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time. And please feel free to join us anytime you see that we're on. Set your notifications so that way you can follow us and all the things we got going on here on Women's Wrestling Talk. Shout outs to All Caribbean Wrestling. Oh, Anton Phillips, you too as well. And Aaron Teagle. Shout outs to All Caribbean Wrestling for being amazing sponsors. Boss Lady TK, as well as Professor out there doing some work with them in the Caribbean. Make sure you guys check them out on all the social spaces and see what they got going on. Check out wwtalkpod.com, our website, for all of our cool merch and interviews and content. Shout out to everybody on the panel, Ced, Courtney, Jacob, Councilman, Dion, Boss Lady, Professor, and the rest of the team. Hope all is well with you guys. You guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday to you all. Be safe, be blessed, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you're hanging around for Kayfabe Podcast, you guys can follow me on Wrestling with Honey on all the social media platforms. Like and subscribe to the Wrestling with Honey podcast on YouTube, as well as follow. Let's see what else I got going on. Oh, follow the Kayfabe Podcast as well. I appreciate everybody joining in and hanging out with me tonight for Honey Night SmackDown. And let's do it again next week, guys. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. And again, This is the Sweetest Ooze signing off for the Honey Night SmackDown Watch Along as part of Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a good night, y'all.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WWTalkpod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.